There's just something special about a nose. I know everybody's like, oh, eyes are the window to the soul. Well, the nose is the rain gutters, and yes, we need some place to shunt the runoff. But they don't have to be that stylish, man. Evolution, dog, I see you over there. I know what you're up to, baby. I've got a weird one, okay? And I know you can tell that from looking at me, so we don't need to go too deep into it. Pickin' pun intended. Sometimes you and your friends, right? You get together in one of their vehicles, not yours though, and you're driving down to the orchard. You can't help but notice all of them have noses. You've also noticed they've got cheeks, but the cheek, it's just a circle of skin. Yeah, I mean the cheekbone, it gives it some character, in much the same way that you might go camping and admire the tent poles. Ooh, hey, haircut, nice haircut, Janet. And Janet looks at you and says, thank you. And that is a lovely zipper on your jacket. But the nose, strong nose, proud nose. All a nose has to do is tilt its head up toward the sky saying, hey, I'm checking Mother Nature's weather report. You look at this person and say, that's a snooty piece of filth. Keep them away from me with their conservative views and collection of show tunes on vinyl. How about the bulbous tipped nose? I know. These have certain associations, right? Ever since the Franco-Armenian War in 1970 Pi, which is a year people don't talk about these days, because of the Franco-Armenian War. Like, let's be real about it. It was strange. It's not that, oh, the atrocities are too much for human memory to bear. It's that the atrocities were so dope, like, oh, we learn history so we're not doomed to repeat it? Erase that year, man, we watching reruns tonight. Tune into the TBS, 3 hours of the Big Bang Theory, and then another one of them Cool Wars. Everybody's out there, those bubble-blowing plastic rod thingies, and they got the bubble fluid in the middle, and they're just blasting shaving cream through it. Shave bubbles rocketing through the air. All the beards are wiped off the battlefield. These newly naked chins frothing with vengeance, saying, oh, hey, Vengeance. And Vengeance just sips her drink and says, hello, chins. And the chins are just like, Vengeance, baby, you remember I owe you a drink? Vengeance goes, I don't. You know, it's funny, I don't remember that at all to any extent, literally have no recollection of even an occasion on which such an owage could have been incurred. And the chins go, that's all right. I'm keeping track of it up here in the ledger. And they try to point to their temple, but they miss high. Now she thinks they think with hair. Bartender passes, emitting a whiff of shaving cream, and the chins start getting heart palpitations. I don't know what a palpitation is. The chins are scared now, as the nose impassively takes it all in. And the chin doesn't deserve better, hasn't earned it. It's a layabout, it's a bum. It's mama, the lips, constantly saying, Chin, we love you. We're so happy to have you here. Get a goddamn job already. Chin says, I keep sending out these applications, but nobody. And the lips go, yeah, you keep sending them out to places asking for 3 to 5 years experience. What do you expect? Chin goes, once my band takes off, it's going to be a different story, Mom. You're going to see. I'm going to make something of myself. Lips say, only thing you're going to make is a beard. And it's just going to get bubbled off in the war anyway. 1970 Pi, man. We lost some things in deliberately forgetting that year. Namely, the Chins band. See, the Chin, he was all bluster. He didn't even actually have a band. He had a couple friends who came over and held bass guitars while eating pizza. That was the best they could do to trick Mama Lips. They're all holding basses. What the hell band is this? It's like real low-pitched Nirvana? This is not what Kurt had in mind when he said, "Come as you are." If he had known that this is as you are, he'd have said, "Come different." But then, the Chin fell into the punk scene in London, where people'd say, what's big in the news these days? I hear a lot of folks like Coca-Cola. Let's make a whole album about how that's a bad drink. I only like ginger ale. And the guitar's going chugga, 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 over and over again. By the end of the song, you are hypnotized. At the supermarket now, how'd I even get here? Peeling all the rhizomes, grind them up into a syrupy fizz, put that within your face, because the ginger ale has now been advertised to you. Everybody's forgotten. Commercials were invented in the 70s. One soccer hooligan got real angry about caffeine, met a Chin who played the bass, and now I get interrupted in the middle of my television viewing by a sad hillbilly mother trying to sell me a Dodge Caravan. Talking about how empty nest syndrome has made her love her truck more. And I've got to figure out how to parcel all this information. 'Cause look, no series of life events could lead me to truck ownership. Noses aren't like Chins. The nose has a steady income. We don't know, we just know it's got some sort of like shady back alley end deal with the sinuses. We don't know if maybe the sinuses are the nose, just like it's their fake ID. Nose goes to the club. The bouncer, who was a disembodied fish head with a cartilaginous ostrich neck dangling out of the back, but no ostrich, just neck, floating there, bobbing as if it's suspended in some colloidal fluid. You can't see fluid. You're splash blind. You reach out to shake the bouncer's mouth hand. It does have a finger or two sticking out of the fish lips. But what even is this protoplasm? But the fish looks up the nose, says, "I'm not seeing a lot of hair growth here. You sure you're old enough for this, pal?" Nose just reaches its bridge into one of the nostril pockets, pulls out a shiny plastic card, says, "I'm sinuses. If this card is found, please return to the sinuses." Fish bouncer looks it up and down, knows something's amiss, hasn't got a leg to stand on. In several different senses, but like, grow up. But if that's the fake identity, and it's also the source of the shady income, what are noses even up to? Like, I don't know. I'm guessing that some of these filmmakers have never really gotten a load of noses before. Because if they had, the close-ups, and it would be tasteful, okay? You're not going to angle it up. You're not going to give the entire audience, you don't want that NC-17. Down-angled, bit of a profile shot, so you can appreciate the contours of the bridge. Just the rim of the nostril. Nothing inside. Leave it to the imagination, just the rim. I don't even care if that movie sucks. I'm seeing it 20 times.